So I'm so excited that today we are talking again and listening into the transmissions from the dragons. What's going to be happening in May? What's the theme of May all about? What's happening this week? So the theme today, when I went in and tuned in this morning for this month, is all about the raising frequencies. Again, it's all about the frequencies that are rising and how we need to navigate and negotiate and plan our route through that. How we set up our day, how we are raising our frequency, how we are managing to be in this human body born at this specific time as a man or woman across the globe, meant for more, meant to be doing more with their business, with their life. How are we navigating through all of that? So this is what the dragons want to be able to talk to you about today. So they gave me a couple of notes. So first of all, they just kept saying, you were born for this, you were born for this, you were born for this. You were born at this specific time for a reason. It is always such a pleasure to tune into the dragon energy to find out what it is that they are helping us as a human, as a population, to go through these specific times that we were born for, because the frequencies are going to change, things are going to change, the way we operate change, the government's going to change, our education system's going to change, and we're at the leading edge of that. We've been trained for this. We have all the traumas, all the stuff that we've been through. We have to understand, well, that was getting me to a point. Now, as the frequencies are rising, we will be feeling this in a physical way. We'll be getting signs through our relationships, through our business, and through our bodies, through our health. So, for example, I've had excruciating pain in my left hip. Now, it comes and goes. Now, when I ask about this, sometimes it's to do with like some thoughts that I've got that need to be cleared out. It needs to be a detox that needs to go on there. And sometimes it's just like, just let it out, just let it out. Sometimes it just finds a way, some particular ailment to let that go. I did a reading for a client this week and she had a dull ache and then it was excruciating pain. And then her back was really talking to her. So when somebody comes to me and they say, oh, I've just got these incredible pains going on in my body, the doctors can't find out what it is. These are growing pains. You are in the period of ascension. And every single person on the planet will be feeling how the atmosphere, let's just call it the atmosphere, the frequency is actually changing, the energy that we live in as it's speeding up and it's going faster. So our bodies need time to adjust, and that's why we're exhausted. That's why we're getting headaches. That's why we've got aches and pains. And sometimes, oh, they vanish and then bang, they come in again and they really cripple you. What also happens is relationships will completely and utterly just vanish. They will just like, you are in a different frequency. You need to get out of that relationship. Things are not working out for you anymore. You need to get out of that job. You need to get out of that relationship. You need to get away from those specific people that are dragging you down because you were born for this. You have come here at this specific time to do something in a very different way and herald that in, bring that in. It's not that we're going to carry on and do the same things forever and ever and ever and for an item. It's that things are changing. And this is what the dragons want to talk to you about today. So normally I pull full cards, so I will be doing that. So if you want to have a specific message, if your question is, how do I need to change to make this transition easier for me? Then just choose a number between 1 and 4, and that will be the message for you to tune into. Now, when you listen to these messages from the dragons, they will all resonate with you, but this will be a specific one for you. Like, come on, well, you just need to sort this out. And I will be doing them from the Awaken with the Dragon pack, which is what was downloaded to me maybe about 5 years ago now. So when you're listening to this, feel it infuse into you. Just let it be absorbed. This is not for your mind. This is not for your mind. This is for your cells. This is for your body. This is for your heart. And this is a message for your soul. Your soul, the soul in your business, the soul in your relationship, your communications, your connections with other people, your soul within your body, who you really are, and on energetic level, down to your 0 point, who you are, is your energy, is your soul connected to source, and you are a conduit for that energy. Now, enough of that. though that is exactly what we are and who we are and why we're here. Let's get into the state where you can actually receive the messages. So allow yourself to breathe in a figure of 8 movement all the way to the top of your head, through your heart, through every single cell in your body, down to your toes and back up again. And as you breathe, just imagine that this figure of 8 is going all the way around your body and just letting things go, just letting things go. You're moving out of your head, trying to analyze everything, because this is not for your head. This is for your cells. This is for your body. This is for your heart. This is for your soul. And then let the message be heard by that part of you. So you will be going through certain changes that you will have noticed, and that's okay. You will be going through changes in relationships, maybe breakups, maybe needing to relocate. You have to know that your soul is so much stronger than you. And really, there's nothing you can do about it. This is what you came in for. You are a very, very, very strong, powerful soul. The first message that I heard from the dragons: you don't know how powerful you are. When you know how powerful you are, you will create your surroundings. You will understand what's going on and you'll just go, I know I can do this. It's only me that can change it. I will tell a different story. And that's all the work that I teach. How you change your frequency, how you change your thoughts, how you change your environment, the very air around you, when you choose to operate on a different level. So today, the transmissions will really infiltrate your body. You will absorb them and you will feel them as they resonate through you, because it's a frequency. So what's going to happen is you may feel tingles, you may feel that you need to move your body, you may need to feel that you can just sit really, really still. But this is all what these transmissions are all about. Your soul, the soul intervention, so the way the business is working, the way your relationships are working, the way your body is working, is all via your soul. Your soul intervention is way stronger than you. So let's just get into the readings. Let's get into the transmissions and see what is most poignant and potent for you to understand, so that you can make sure that May, the month of May 2025, because we're 5 months in to 2025, a fifth of the way through, we need to be able to start moving ourselves and operating in a different way, because these frequencies are only going to stay. They're only starting to get higher. So your body is going to have to expel, eliminate, explode, exorcism out of your body, the things that do not work anymore, the thoughts, the stories that you're telling, the memories that you've got. It's like, come on, the trauma that you've got. These are all just stories within your body that you can now let go of. The human needs to get past that so that you can do what you came in here to do. So without further ado, I am going to pull these cards. So the cards for today, the messages for today, will come up as I shuffle these cards. So if you've chosen number 1, that'll be the first card, and etc. So this is now going to be card number 1. Is going to be the first card to do the messages that need to come through for you this week. So I think came out yet. Again, the messages this week are particularly about you. Woo, there we go. There's a very, very clear one. So this one is Utopia. Now, Utopia is the dragon that has, she's beyond the rainbow. You've gone through the rainbow. You've gone through a lot of stuff that you can celebrate, that you've let go of. And Utopia's message here is number 57. You are a multi-sensory human, expanding consciously, constantly changing and having fresh new insights. Now, this is card number 57 from my deck. This is the messages and the transmissions that came in for me about 5 years ago now. Right, this is quite a big message. So this is going to be a really important one. So let's just see what is being told to us here. Now let this again, infuse this into your body, breathe this in and let your heart, your cells and your soul understand this. And it's not for your head. You are always expanding and adding new experiences, growing and expanding, constantly changing, having new insights. You are not meant to remain the same forever, but like a plant, you grow. Expand and you change. You are here to create new experiences, to want more and have more space to grow. Take up more space. I was dancing along the living room the other day, 5 rhythm dancing, which is a really good way to shake off and shake out some stale energy that doesn't support you anymore. Look at that. I put my glasses on my head so that I'd use them, and I'm not really using them to read the card. Who you are today builds on your core self through new eyes with a freshness and new elaborate expansive feelings. You grow to see a new perspective on an old situation and observe the world through new place. You see with new eyes and hear with new ears. You feel remarkably different inside right now. Because of the frequencies, you will start to feel different. Clients of mine in the Dragon Portal, gosh, their frequency, they say, oh my God, Fiona, now I can hear dogs talk. I'm hearing the plants talk. There are certain things when frequencies shift, you can see more and you can see into a wider spectrum. And that's what this is all about. And if you're running a business, this really needs to be how you're operating now as well, when you're getting guidance from the business, because the spirit within your business knows way, way better than your human, because your human is just there thinking that she's in control, but she's not. You are on this world, and as you walk about through your day, but you're not of this world as you engage from a peaceful place, lifted off from the low vibrations and density of being a human with too many worries. Utopia is one of the dragons that lifts you off the planet. She helps you understand and look at things from a new perspective. So you're lifted off the burdens of being human. Now, often we look at our business or our relationships and we just have all the complaining and all the things that are going on that are not working out for us. But really, we need to take this from a spiritual perspective. We need to see what's really going on and what's being mirrored back to us. What can we take from this particular situation? It's a whole different world to experience as one when you have seen the light. Experience the various color filters from under the rainbow and let go of the ties to the old world and the ways of operating in the old world and lift it off. A whole world is available from living on the outside, having things influence you, to now living and knowing the inside and your inner perspective. So you are guided from the inside. So that was your message for number 1 for this week, about your frequencies. So what you're being asked to there is like, how does it feel? How are you looking at things from the inside, from the new perspective, through new eyes and hearing with new ears? What are you noticing? So if you pick number 1, the message for you is like, how can you broaden your perspective? How can you look at things through new eyes? For example, if you've been saying, I don't know how to do this, please show me how, things are not working out as I want. And then all of a sudden something pops up on your Facebook feed or pops up in an advert and you kind of go, why am I getting that like 2 or 3 times? That can often be a sign. Don't think of AI as something that's man-made. Oh my word, no. AI is something that is easily infiltrated and used by your spirit, the spirit of your business, your soul, to bring you messages. They're using your computer, your phone and things all the time so that you can get these messages and you can understand what's being brought through. So that was card number 1. That was message number 1. So let's go again into see what is going to come up for you to do with this month's theme, this week's theme. How can you move closer into embodying the frequency that's really going to start working for you very, very, very well? Let's see what comes up, because it's all about frequency. This whole year has been all about frequency. All right. Second card. Second card, we have second message, second transmission, bloom. Bloom is flipping amazing for expanding your horizons, expanding the way you look at things, expanding what you can see, expanding your frequency and your energy. Right, this is card number 44, 42, 44. There we go. Bloom has the energy. She's not bad. She's just naughty. She's cheeky. She's playful. She really wants you to understand there's a different way of doing things. You don't have to be so damn serious in this life and survival. So let's hear what she has to say to you. Consciously living, expanding your conscious horizons. Have you felt recently and receiving a glimpse of energy state that is possible for you, like a new way of being? Consciously living is when you have that conscious feeling that your energy has leveled up. You feel almost high on your own energy supply. Everything is working out well. You have a feeling of being a winner. You've got the Midas touch. There is a way to tune in with yourself as consciousness, and it is far more alive and vibrant feeling than just saying, I'm happy. There is a specific conscious flow all through your day, like a moving meditation practice that is not just sitting still under a tree at your computer doing nothing. No, no, no. But really expanding your consciousness to know what you are feeling, when you are feeling it, to practice to know what energy passes through you, what energy has entered into your aura space. Now, the dragons are even telling me right now that humans are really, really unconscious. They're really bad at this. Even when you think you're conscious, there is so much to be picked up on because they are sending messages to you. The spirit world is sending messages to you all the time. They want you to get the messages, to understand. Now, yeah, sometimes they're a bit cryptic. And one of the experiences I had when I first started going into and doing more intuition and readings and listening to the spirit of your business and what it had to say to you, I was like, you have to speak louder. I can't hear you. You have to speak louder. And this was happening again recently to me. And they always come back to me like, well, shut up then. And somebody just recently just said, I don't know how to speak to my dragons. I want to get in there. My world is not working out for me. Everything's mad. Everything's. I'm like, well, that's exactly why you're not getting any information back from spirit or back from the dragons, because when are you devoting your time to this? Are you meditating? Are you asking questions? Are you being respectful of the energy and the messages that are being sent? What have you seen? What have you noticed? Well, nothing, nothing, nothing. But then, you've got aches and pains, your business not working, your relationships are breaking up. You keep seeing posts saying the same thing, but you're not taking any action. You're not saying, okay, I get it. I've created this reality. So, well, why don't I just create a new reality for myself? Absolutely perfect. So, let's carry on. To know what you feel when you feel it, to practice to know the energy that's passing through you. When you enter into a room and you pick up the ambience in the room, you are able to do that for so many things from people like, is that my energy? No, it's not my energy. Is it someone else's energy? Yes, it's someone else's energy. Oh, so I don't need to be feeling that then. No, it's not yours. So stop feeling it. Stop going round and round and round in those circles. Unfortunately, what happens is when you have a particular story or a theme or a trauma or history or a memory of something, you attract more and more people to you who come from that same energy. So then all you keep hearing is the same things going on. You need to make a decision. No, I'm not open for this anymore. I'm only open for joy, positive thoughts. I'm going to train my mind to be in a higher frequency, to understand the world in a better way. So, for example, you have to move through these altered states between your most relaxed and safe and trusted, secure feeling place to alter your state. And then next, you can experience having yourself no fun at all. It's actually very mundane. You're in an average grey survival mode. And then you can raise your level of frequency to another level again. You can live with incredible amounts of fun and joy, where everything is happening just perfectly and supporting you. You're prosperous. Your physical health is amazing. You've never felt better. Your relationships are actually soul-based. You've got soul sisters all around you. You've found your soulmate. Being able to understand and recognize those valuable feelings of your state moment to moment and how the energy feels and affects you. You're being invited to see when you're feeling the frequency of hurt, when you are feeling the frequency of success or excitement, or when you're feeling content, when you're feeling love, 528 kilohertz, and the difference of feeling how all of that feels. If you're feeling gratitude, if you're feeling in awe and wonder of the world, or if you're just feeling downright just like, oh, sad, you can shift yourself. And this is very much a message that Tara also helps you with. You can shift out of those feelings very, very consciously. It's a conscious decision that you make, and you talk to your soul about that. So maybe that's your message for this week, for this month, how you consciously choose to feel. And the better you feel, the better things will go for you. And the better you feel, longer and longer and longer, the longer you stay in that mode, the more will be needing to be released from you. So you will get days that feel really kind of down and you're a bit funky. So those are the days when, you know, your body's doing its best for you and it's chucking out the old. And maybe that's when you have massive hip ache or insomnia or something like that, as you're raising your frequency. So thank you very much, Bloom. Bloom is like Pink or Lady Gaga. She's very cheeky. She's very naughty. And she is absolutely determined that you get this message. So just let that be infused into your heart and into your soul. And we are going to go on and listen to the message number 3. So let's move on then, knowing that your soul is extremely powerful and she wants you to be the boss of your frequency. What does that mean, being the boss of your frequency? I'm doing an event on the 22nd and 23rd of May, as requested, to help you shift and embody into the boss frequency. This means nobody is better than me. I'm able to do this. This is working out so well for me. And you get onto a little bit of a rampage about everything that's working out really well for you. That is what the boss frequency is all about. So I invite you to come and play in the realms of high frequency and embody that state for yourself. Woo! Okay, there we go. Wonder who we've got today. Right. Card message and transmission number 3 for your cells, for your body, for your soul, not for your mind. So bring your mind down into your body, bring your consciousness down into your body, and we're going to read out card number 37. 37, an absolute brilliant, brilliant, brilliant card and message and transmission, all from Sovereign. Now, Sovereign is, she's asking you to reconnect in with your soul, to know who you are, to know the power of who you are. You have nothing more powerful than your soul. Your soul can soul intervene because she can move you across the world. She can give you aches and pains. She can make them disappear within a day. She can make your business successful. She can make your relationship successful. She is asking you to get in touch with her every single second of the day and include her in your day. Sovereign, the most beautiful, beautiful, but fierce dragon, and she is royally purple. And this is you in your sovereignty. This is you in your king or queen state. You will stand up stronger. You will be regal. You will feel that crown on your head. It's like, do you know what? There's no messing with me. I'm unstoppable. I'm what's that word? Unfuckwithable. Which is what one of the dragons asked me to call one of my books the other day. And this came through from a dragon called Helios. So number 37, Sovereign. Feeling disconnected, or have you not asked your soul's opinion? So I hadn't read that before I said this. So this is what this is all about. So for the month of May, for this week coming up, really start integrating your soul into every single thing that you do. You're not disconnected. If you're feeling that you've lost all your connection, you don't know what you're doing, ask. Sovereign's energies, she's very, very soft today, but she is fierce and she is determined. So you'll make more of an impact on your environment when you know and attend to your soul connection. Don't forget that all your aches and pains, relationship issues, business issues are soul intervention. They are there for a reason to help you understand something that is going on that you've not attended to. Paying attention to your soul connection and when you become aware when you are adrift. It could be that you are feeling a little lost and, dare I say it, irritated. Some things go wrong and turn out not as you wanted. Could you have potentially been disconnected from your soul and not considering her or reading your soul? Or could this truly be the state when you are truly connected and receiving a message that needs to be deciphered? Yep. You have familiar patterns, symptoms, and feelings that you recognize when they appear, like, oh my God, I'm going through this again. This is happening to me again. This person, these kind of people are coming up. I keep saying the same thing, like this person's so irritating. That is a sign for you. Your soul put it there for you. She orchestrated that for you so that you could see what you have on being irritated and why that's stopping you move forward. You need to clear that out. They turn up and they cause havoc in your life just to nudge you. They are here showing you the way that calls you back to your soul. For you to remember who you are as a powerful creator, you get to alter the state and set up any situation as the creator. So this afternoon, I've got two girlfriends coming for lunch. We're going to go for a hike. It's sunny now, but it is supposed to be raining later. So how am I going to set up my day? Oh my goodness, we're going to have such great food. We're going to have such great conversations. We are going to go for a walk. We're going to be out in nature. We're going to really enjoy. We're going to laugh, have a great time. Going to feel so fulfilled on female company because that's what I'm absolutely craving at the moment. So I'm setting up my day. You can set up your day for absolutely anything. So sometimes you're not asking your soul's opinion, but you're not asking her, like, what energy do you want to be in? What would be better than this? What could be absolutely amazing for me to experience today? So I think you've heard the story before when I said I went to ecstatic dance and I was driving there just going, God, I really, really need to really shake this out. I really need thumping tribal tracks. And I'd love to have a conversation with somebody like on the same level and frequency as me and just have such a great conversation. Oh, and wouldn't it be great if I could get a recording of those tracks because the music was so good tonight? And guess what? That's exactly what happened because I set it up. I could imagine myself dancing. I could imagine myself having a conversation with somebody in English. And that's exactly what happened. And then after I'd had that conversation to the DJ, I said, oh, you don't have this on record, do you? Is there any way I could get this? And she gave me her SoundCloud handle so that I could find this one and all her other ecstatic dance tracks. And I listened to them over and over and over again. And when I'm writing my book or, going into meditations or just dancing around the house to sort of shake off old energy, that's what I'm doing. Ask and set up your day. That is the big message for this month for you if you picked that you wanted to listen to transmission number 3. So we're now going to listen to card number 4, transmission number 4. What's that going to be all about for you? What does this mean for your business? How is that sorting out? What is it you need to do? How do you need to change? The question always is, as I did a reading for someone to do with their back the other day, how does this person need to change in order to achieve something or achieve a goal or receive something? So how do you need to change? So often it's to do with your frequency, it's to do with how you're thinking, how you're acting. Okay, so let's just see what comes up there. And we are being asked to go into our boss frequency. Our boss frequency is really all about how we are operating in this wonderful feeling that you love and you respect yourself so much. If you knew how much your soul loved you, if you knew how much the dragons and spiritual beings loved you for being here at this time because you were born at this time, if you knew and could experience, oh my word, what am I worried about? If I know that I'm, that powerful, and this is how people, things and beings feel about me in the invisible world, there's nothing that can go wrong. I am the boss. I've got this sorted. Everything's working out really well for me. There's nobody better than me to do this. I was born for this. And so we keep creating your boss frequency so that you are radiating and frequencing yourself out so that you are heard and you are felt. When we move into this 5D, 6D, 7D, it's going to be carrying on completely always raising up the frequency. 5D is what everybody's talking about now, but really you need to be moving yourself into 6D, 7D. This will be the egoless state. This will be where you are the creator. It's all about how you use your energy and you feel your way forward. Is this the right way to go? Does this feel good for me? Does this feel joyful? Does this feel free? Does this feel peaceful? Can I trust this person? And if you get your feeling of no, it's like, okay, then I won't be going there. I won't be doing that. Should I be leaving the house right now? So it's a constant communication. I was speaking to somebody to do with plant communication the other day and animal communication in these little podcasts that I do about practical magic. And they were saying the same thing. It's a constant communication. So you need to be starting that constant communication with yourself so that you can start to feel, oh, right, okay, that would be a no then. Oh, that would be, oh yeah, definitely going to want to do that. So you're living in your imagination, you're living in the free world, you're living in the golden age, and you're communicating in a way that is extraordinary. You are feeling your way forwards. If the dragons have one message for you, it is how you can create your world with feelings and feel your way forwards. Feel your way into something that's better than it is right now. There you go. How's that? That's your boss frequency. That's to get you into a state where you feel you are on top of the world. Let's go. And so we're on to message number 4 now, remembering that the soul interventions, when you're moving into higher states of consciousness, higher states of frequency, 5D, 6D, 7D, 8D, 9D, and it's just going to keep on rolling, keep on going faster and faster and faster. How are we to operate in this particular mode? Because your soul, you don't know how powerful you are as a soul and with your soul engaged. Let's see what your transmission is all about. Remember, it's not for your mind. This is for your body, your cells, your soul, so that you can operate here as a human, lifted off the burdens of being human. All right, so bring me a transmission or a message out for that particular theme when we are altering our frequency. Ooh, you need me to choose it in a different way. You were born for this. Let's choose that as the, whoop, there we go. Sometimes you just have to have less of a tight grip. Isn't that the rule for all of life, that you need to have less of a tight grip? Yep, sometimes you have to have less of a tight grip. Oh, wow. Okay, so Seraphina, she is the golden dragon. She came to me being the first dragon that I ever really met. She's the matriarch of this herd, of this tribe, of this clan. And her message is number 4. So really can be right at the beginning of the foundations of your particular journey. So message number 4. There we go. My book's falling apart. I've used it so much. Message number 4, Seraphina. Step out, step aside and get out of your own way. My word, isn't this a really powerful message for most of us to understand? You're in your own way. You're overthinking it is something that I'm often hearing from the dragons. Oh, that is such a human issue, Fiona. Stop thinking like that when I'm complaining or things are not going right and I'm repeating the history. It's like, Fiona, that's not working for you. Stop thinking about it. You're standing in your own way. So let's see what Seraphina. Now, Seraphina has the energy of being a matriarch. So imagine a cosmic parent. Imagine the best kind of mother you can possibly imagine. And maybe if you haven't experienced that, know how much love is there for you. She's patient, she's firm, most definitely firm for your own good, and very, very loving and caring. So let that soak into your cells and listen with your new ears, listen with your consciousness, your cells. Don't let your ego and the little things and the need to survive deter you and get in the way of your greatness. Oh, I just keep getting me told you're born for this, you're born for this, you're born for this. To reach your deeper intention, you as your personality self, in your current identity, and who you know yourself to be now, need to be able to take one step aside. The challenge that you face now on this planet is knowing that you, dressed in your human body, chose to come to this planet to be in this space with all the changes that are happening around you, and you get to choose not to be locked down in your mind's identity with all of your familiar survival patterns in the survival human state. Instead, you get to learn how to expand and grow and become who you came here to be in your fullest expression with your strongest intention. No mess in there, is there? You and every person here came with the intention and purpose to be able to create on this planet. The planet and the population are evolving and changing into conscious creators. You must be able to change and work with that. If you want to be able to stay and play with all the vastness, with all the opportunities and experience this planet offers. I remember I came out of a meditation one time and I was like, oh my God, what have I just seen? I'm not going to live long enough to be able to experience all of this. There's so much to experience. And then the human kind of goes, oh, no. I think we'll just carry on doing what we're doing and stay here. So you see, we need to step to one side and let all of that through. What if nothing can go wrong? What if there's no such thing as fear? What if all those memories that you had you could let go of and just surrender to the fact, oh, I'm here for an amazing, awesome adventure. There is a certain percentage that will never tap into that. But I guess you're not one of those, otherwise you wouldn't be here. And that's okay. That's their personal journey, which is different to yours. Then there is a huge percentage who are seeking to tap into this creative energy and have no idea yet of your full potential. When I do the vision source readings, these show you the vision that source has for you. This is you at your full potential. It might be a little bit off, it might be a tiny bit off, it might be a huge way off. There are huge consequences to taking one of these vision source readings, like having a Midas touch everybody, having a look into what's going on for you. What are the hidden dynamics? What's holding you back? And these are the questions that I ask. There are huge consequences because they're not just a reading, they are actually an activation. When somebody reads into you, reads into your health, reads into your business and does a scan, you are automatically taken into a new frequency. You can see, or at least you feel, what the end result is, what the vision that source has for you. And it's never what you think it is. It's way bigger than what you think it is. The game is about changing the vibrations of the human race. You are evolving into consciousness and knowing their personal connection to your soul whilst living on this planet. This is accessing powerful energy and why you were scorched and drowned years and years and years ago, because the power you had access to was just too powerful and it terrified and it frightened. So then religion came in and it started squashing you down and it started putting you into certain religions and, oh, if you do this, you're naughty, you're bad, you're breaking all the commandments. I mean, there is a reason why some of those are there, but we don't need to be squashed and used in such ways to sort of control the masses. That's what all this is about. Religion has controlled the masses. Education has dumbed us down and controlled the masses. Our governments and our politics has allowed us to dumb ourselves down and control the masses. The health system has dumbed us down to control the masses with drugs and everything else. What if you took back your power, you took back your control? I've never said it like that before. This is absolutely what needs to be heard right now. So this is you accessing your powerful energy and why you were scorched and burned years ago and why you have had to be dumbed down in this particular phase of life. The steps to integrate this practical magic include opening your mind, opening your senses and your channels for receptivity, with practices such as specific meditation, breathing, learning your own intuitive and soul language to you, and attending to your energy and the rituals of being in flow, aligned to source between heaven and earth. You are a massive conduit. Organizing and embodying your frequency, who you really are, deep, deep, deep down, that unfathomable beauty of who you really are, with a beautiful, beautiful attitude. When you flew in as a star, as one of those, indigo children, did you come in just going, oh my God, this is going to be so dull? No, you were super excited about, I'm going to come in, everything's going to be amazing. This is going to be an amazing life. How do I get to live this life? This is, and then you landed, boom. And for the first 7 years, you were kind of acclimatizing, getting used to having parents and telling you what to do. And all of a sudden you were in the education system. You were, you were under control, probably been vaccinated to hell to shut down everything else. Look, let's not just go down there. Let's just not have this as a rant and a rampage. But you don't know, Serafina said, one of her first messages to me, you don't know how powerful you are. So let that be infused. Let that be the message that you have for May, for this week. If you are looking to understand how to get out of the system, but still jump through the hoops, if you are looking to have your business read and have a vision source reading for you from the dragons, I can see in and I can answer the questions. Some of the activations that have happened are just, people get on TV shows. It's just amazing. That might not be your thing, but that is definitely for some people that they need to be putting their message out there. If you are looking to connect in with your soul so that you can manifest, there's a course that I run called Manifest with the Dragons that is really, really powerfully helping you to understand how you are being and able to receive guidance and how the spirit of your business is just the best possible thing. It is the most spiritual journey that you'll ever go on when you run a business. Thank you, Serafina. Thank you for these cards today, these messages today. Absolutely astounding, absolutely powerful. Thank you so much. Let's not dumb down our energy. Let's be all of who we came here to be. Ladies, gents, thank you so much for being here. Just to remind you to embody your boss frequency, which means I'm here, I'm brilliant, I'm ace. There's never been anybody better at doing this than me. When you want to embody that, I am doing this event on the 22nd and 23rd of May that will help you to step into that energy, to really understand how powerful you are and the messages that you can receive when you start listening and doing that. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for listening. There's no coincidences as to why you need these particular messages. And if my video seems not quite such a good quality today, it's because I'm doing it on the laptop, because I had to upgrade my camera. So we're all being asked to upgrade. You were born for this. You were born for all the upgrades. And I will speak to you again very soon. So much love.